Hi, good afternoon to everyone. My name's Demora, and my channel is all about the awakening and making our way towards the new world and actually being the creators of this with our full awareness. So I'm not into drama, I'm not into gossip, but what I'm into is the metaphysical side of this and the all the disciplines that we need to start doing in order to meet this new frequency, this higher frequency, as it comes in to our world, into the energies of our planet, because it is indeed happening. And a lot of people are still so asleep. There are a lot of people who say they've awakened because they're awakening to different conspiracy theories. They're awakening to the truth of all the untruths that have gone on through our time on this planet. But that's not the true awakening. That's part of it, where your eyes suddenly open and you know you've been lied to. But the true awakening is for you inside yourself, inside this temple. How are you going to work with this human technology to bring it to its highest? So I'm just giving you a run-up because of what is going to come out in these cards, the Golden Futures cards, because I'm actually going to do a reading for August for each astrological sign. So in order for people to see where their sign is going to come up in the video, I'm going to start with the air signs. I'm then going to go on to the water. I'm going to then go into fire and then earth. Okay, so you'll be able to find yours if you don't want to watch the whole video, although it's really interesting to know because you have elements that are your moon and your ascendant and your Venus and everything else. Okay, so this is for the month of August, which is going to be quite amazing because there's many different conjunctions going on, and the astrological for this whole year is on fire. Actually, there's one just popped out here. Oh my God, yeah. I'm going to have to look at this because even though I'm not even giving you the sign yet, as I shuffle, this has popped out. This year is all about creativity. And this is real creativity, turning on the right side of your brains to actually activate with your full creativity in whatever you do. So let's just I think we're going to do 7 shuffles here, okay, as I talk to you. Because what I'm going to start with, that's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to start with Libra. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And these are cards that I've only bought recently, and I'm using them for our daily reading on my channel. But I've not seen all these cards. I haven't gone through and looked at them. So I'm going to be surprised here as well as you. So for Libra today, I think we're going to take the first card off that. I'm just asking the divine here and for spirit to guide over this. Okay, not a card I know. Librans, this is for health and healing. This is really turning up the energy that you're putting into your own health and healing. And the words underneath this card, I've never seen this card out of this pack. It's a wonderful card, actually. This is tune into your divine blueprint, because that is the major healing, isn't it? Yes, we need to heal this body. Yes, we need to heal our mental state so that we're not, really attached to this crazy world and what goes on within it. And the emotions, we know they need to be tamed so that they are not stretching out hugely around our body, so that when people meet us, they meet our emotional state first. This card is about spiritual healing. This is not only because you cannot ignore all those other things I've just said about healing for Libra. You cannot ignore them at all. But this is saying that your real job is to tune into your blueprint, the blueprint of who you came here to be. Powerful beginning. First air card. Let's put the air ones here. So the next air card is going to be Gemini. Another card, I've never seen this. Love this pack of cards. This is psychic gifts for Gemini. So this is tuning your mind in, because the words underneath that are learn to trust your intuition. Because some people really have been so logical in their lives that they've never even thought that there is another part of their mind and their brain, you know, that can turn into something where information comes through so accurately. And it comes through with a different feeling, definitely. It's a voice that speaks to you, but it's very different to the chatty, unconscious voice that is our mad Manos mind, which most people now need to be training that so that it keeps still and quiet, so that the higher mind can come through. And this is that higher mind. This is your intuition, which can give you profound answers to questions, profound knowledge that you didn't know you knew. I must admit, I've been like sometimes when I've gone out and I've been doing talks in the past to people, and I never make notes or anything like that. I may have a rough idea as to where I'm going to go on what subject in my quite large portfolio on this awakening. I might have an idea of what I'm actually thinking of saying, but when I get there and read the people's energies as I stand there and take a few minutes silence, what comes out of my mouth sometimes is totally different than I thought would come out. But also what comes out of my mouth during the conversation that I'm sharing with these people is something that I didn't even know I knew. So this is how high your intuition can be and how high the knowledge that you're given can be too. Lovely colourful cards here. Aquarius. I've just had to think, what is the Aquarius? What is the next air sign here? This is beautiful because this is music for Aquarius. And this is bringing yourself into divine harmony. And I think, you know, on the whole, when I think of the Aquarians I think music is a really good one for them because they can be very detached from this world because they really are here on a divine visionary mission to help bring this world in. I mean, it's going to be a main part for them, but many of them go through their lives without knowing that. If they're still living in the shadow, then they never wake this calling up, but they still appear very detached. It's very hard for them to make true, energetic, like loving relationships where they show their feelings. So music for them right now can be the way through, the way more into joining in the community and with people. I see it as that sort of card for them right now. It's the message I'm being given, and little butterfly on here at the top here. And that's to me is because music allows them to come more fully out in their real true colours. Beautiful cards for our air. I'm just going to move those over. Maybe you can still see them. I'm not sure. We'll just put them over there. And we're going to start with Cancer for the water signs. And as I've said, this is for August, for the whole of August. This is a highlighting an area of your life that you need to get more into. And for Cancerians, this is community life. But this is in embrace fifth dimensional society. This is not just going down the pub for a drink with the local boys community. This is about embracing, because all these cards are part of the golden future. And this is about embracing the fifth dimensional society. So this is really tuning yourself up with your meditation, learning to trust your intuition, all of those other things, in order to take it in with you, your physical body, into the fifth dimensional society, and start to share your higher gifts and your higher knowledge. Because this is the time where we do have to join together with others to, to make the whole, really. If you think about it, all of us who are already awake, we all have individual gifts. We have all got individual parts of the linkage of chain that goes right around this new world coming into being. And it takes the community to bring it into wholeness and to bring the whole variety in. So for Cancerians, get more into that community on the higher level. Next, water sign, Pisces. Oh, this looks like a real Piscean card here. It's very floaty and airy and visionary, which a lot of Pisceans are, even though they're a water sign and have these true deep feelings. They do have true deep feelings on the ultimate levels of where we're going on a visionary level. And this is so beautiful because it's group consciousness. This is them coming in. It's number 44, which is the total, final master builder number. So Piscean. I just love that card. Again, I've never seen this card out. I've seen the water card that came up there as one of the air signs. And I've also seen the Cancerian card before, but this one I've never seen out of this pack. And look at those two. Is it butterflies again? No, I think they look like, they may be swallows, but they're beautiful birds, which are messengers. Beautiful, beautiful card. But this is to say to Pisceans, don't meddle around in the lower energies. Start to get your energy as high as you can to help us bring in group consciousness. And I think this is why a lot of Pisceans have a lot of difficulties in this normal physical world, is because they're really here as a tip-top visionary, like Aquarians, but on a much different level. The Aquarian doesn't really have the deep feelings that the Pisceans have for this group consciousness. But I would say in every group that's coming together on a higher consciousness, we need at least one Piscean person there. And others with Pisces highly up in their charts. Beautiful, beautiful card. I feel reluctant to put it down. Scorpio, the next water sign. What have we got? Oh, goodness. We couldn't even make this one up. This is intergalactic travel. Scorpios are going to love that, because they are able to go way beyond birth and death and really perceive what's out there and get involved in all of this. And this is that intergalactic travel part. So bringing it into this new world, I'm trying to make out, I really need to get my glasses again, because I can't actually see this. Right, this is taking into regard the stars with wonder. So their side of it is to go even out further, stretch out further and bring it back to us. The wonder of the stars and all the planets and all the cosmic exquisite and exotic things that may be out there for Scorpio. So this really is about, if you're going to take this on an everyday level, this is about stretching your consciousness out into the unknown. Because we can all, when we've woken ourselves up and got our heads clear of that monkey manus mind, which really is just bad software, we can then bring in that intuition on incredible levels of bringing back knowledge. And Scorpios are really good at going further than anybody can go. As I said, they have that death and rebirth and death and birth is nothing to them. It's not the mystery it is to others, because they want to go further than that. And this is asking them to do so. Delve into your craziest of passions. The pure, higher level ones, because they can also go very, very low on low levels. Like, there's that difference between, in a Scorpio, there's the difference between the eagle that flies high and out into the cosmos. And there is the snake that crawls along the ground and just rummages around in the rot and the mess, because they can go as high, they can go as low. So this is really calling you to go high and further than you've ever been. Love those water sign cards here. So let's line those up under the others. This is an amazing picture for us this month, with all our different combinations of these zodiac signs. So let's start off with Leo for the fire. Card I've never seen before. Teleportation and levitation. Well, if anybody's going to do that first, it's going to be the Leos who lead, isn't it? Look at this card. I feel like I need these cards like on the wall, like a wallpaper. Expand your gifts and your powers. But again, look at this man. He has his third eye activated. He's not dealing with stuff on a level of a low level. He's dealing on the highest with the visionary masters that he can be in contact with. And she, if this was a woman, can be in contact with. Beautiful card, has a real power coming off it. And again, it's stretching us this August to go with our highest, leading us into all the gifts that include teleportation and levitation. Something that as we go into this new world and as we raise the vibration higher, and the divine is pushing in those higher energies for us into the planet, we won't think this is weird at all. There are a lot of things that I do now that amaze me, but also I now don't think they're weird, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, how far can I go here? And I'm totally open to that. And this afternoon I just walked quite a long way, carried loads of shopping back to the house, getting ready for the weekend and more people I have to see tomorrow as clients. And I got back here and I thought, God, it must be time to sit down. But as soon as I sat down, my energy is just so strong right now. And it just pulses through me to make sure that I'm doing the most I can. So I really had to get down to doing this reading immediately, not leave it till later or tomorrow when there may not be time, but to use all this vital multicolored energy that I have pouring out of me now. And it reminds me of this picture here, because I'm really seeing that I never knew how far I could go with bringing them in, my gifts, and using them for the good. And this for Leos is telling them the same. The next fire are Aries here. Woo, angels, look at that. Now that's almost a calming card for Aries, really, because it's so fluid and it's so light, it's still powerful. But for Aries, a lot of the time, they need to calm their energy and actually be able to control it better, because Aries can walk forward too fast sometimes, or they can throw things out too fast as well. So this is more angelic for Aries, and the message I'm getting here is to calm it down so that you're more mastery of the energy and the things you're going to do this month. Calm it down. Make it more liquid, but a more, what can we say, refined liquid that you move within as far as energy is concerned. We don't need you to be on fire, Aries, this month. We need you to be more master of that energy that you contain that is so good, because you do walk forward when others don't. So slightly different message here, but I'm not surprised about it, because there are other conjunctions and astrological effects that are going on that will probably mirror what I've just said there. Now I'm right, so we have Leo and we have Aries. And I'm just thinking here. Sagittarius. Could not think what that one was for a moment. Oh, and it is the creativity card, the card that poked out when I was shuffling them, doing the pre-shuffle for this reading. So the Sagittarians, who are very good at getting up and doing stuff all the time, aren't they? And also partying, not always on the highest level, but they are so fiery and so in action. But this is saying to actually express your soul energy. So this is about going again to a higher level with that energy that you're so good at using, and including others, because they're very group-minded Sagittarians. And this card that we're looking at here, it has got the person here rather just sitting down, still in those fiery energies, but they're actually maybe visualizing more or sitting down and going into action, but in a more mindful way and a more creative way. Okay, so this is all about for Sagittarians for August, and they're great travelers, aren't they? So in August, where I come from, is the summer. So it's the only time we get the summer in the UK, really. And this is where Sagittarians can be in that heat and not be worried about that, because they're used to that fire from the sun and the fire energy in themselves. But this is about not needing to move around in order to utilize your energy. This is about being more creative with it and to pulling in from a soul level. So it's going deeper for Sagittarians this month. Don't just go off on holiday. Go somewhere that means something. Follow one of your fascinations that's part of your blueprint. Because remember, this is what this card told us right off, that everything was going to be about creativity, but it said express your soul energy when we had this pre-shuffle card come out. So Sagittarians, be aware of bringing in your soul to the equation. We're now going on to Earth. So we'll start with Taurus here. Another card I've never seen here. Participate and have fun. This is Taurians, leisure and sport. Okay, so Taurians really do need to exercise their physical body in a way of either swimming and just being very leisureful about that, or getting into some real sports. So it is about being more physical, and what I'm getting here for them is that they need to do this, physically get out of the house, physically move around more, because they have stagnant energy from all the other things that have been going on for them right up until this point in the year, because it has been a bit of a troublesome year for some Taurians. So there is a bit of lethargy, and the energy will come through more and radiate better when you're being physical, sometimes when you're feeling lethargic. Even when you're trying to get good ideas, it's good to get up from where you're sitting at your desk and start walking around just in the room where you are, or just go and walk around the garden area outside, because that bit of energy that you put in moves the energy also in your mind and your intuition and your brain. So this is much more exercise for leisure, and also getting into sports and moving your physical body. I'm having to think here about the earth signs now. Oh, it's gone right out of my head. Let's hope it comes back. Virgo. Again, a new card, the population. This is Virgo. Seize your opportunities. So they're showing us this woman here. It's a really amazing card. What is she doing here? She's got her third eye activated. And what she's trying to see here is her opportunities out there in the world. So that she's not, I mean, she's quite a home lover, being an earth sign here, quite a perfectionist. And so are the men. But she's now wondering what's going on out there for her. Where are her opportunities? So for Virgoans this month, it's going to be not only follow your opportunities, but find your opportunities. You need to be more social. You need to be more out and about in order to see where the light's shining for you. Because that's how it is a lot of the time. When we go out there, we can even then not see, but we have to activate our higher gifts to see that over in that corner of this building, there's a light shining brighter. And maybe we go down a road and we're thinking, oh my God, this is a new city. Where shall I start here to think about new opportunities for me? And maybe they're out there somewhere. And what you see sometimes is that some places, some roads, there's like a light shining. You can see it and possibly nobody else can. And that goes back to, I'm trying to think where I first started using that. And that's Carlos Castaneda's from all his books. There is a light shining. I've often done that, gone on adventures where I would get in a car and then just follow the light. And it's a crazy thing to do, but it's amazing. And I always had things happen. So this for Virgos is find the opportunities. They're out there for you. You're not supposed to be just stuck in the mud, stuck in the earth, just worried about whether this thing is right or wrong, because they're, as I said, very perfectionist about a lot of things, and they sometimes get totally immersed in the details. Well, here you're being asked to look on a much higher level and be aware that there's this whole population out there and that there are opportunities. So this is seize your opportunities, but you've got to be out there and around other people in order to do that. And the last earth sign, can I get that one? I may have to add this to the name of it. You guys know. What's the other earth sign? I should have done this live and I would have got an answer. Goodness me. We have Taurus and Virgo. No, I just cannot get it to come back now. This is for these people on that third earth sign. This is planetary cleansing. This is really interesting because this is about keep your space pure and clear. So this is really about these people, this other earth sign, keeping everything around them very cleansed and clear. You may not be a person who always has incense around, but this is going to be a period during August with all the astrological things that are going on there. You really need to cleanse your space because this is going to be about, what I'm getting coming in here is relationships, actually. This is going to be a lot about relationships and things that may come back to you. This is energies that may be vibrating back. So definitely do more cleansing. Also, when you're taking your own showers, have an intent that you're cleansing your own auric space, the energy around you. I'm thinking the other places and the house. This is a really, really good time for you to declutter because it's all going to be about there being very clear energies around you, right? But also, when we think of the larger picture here, we're talking about planetary cleansing. So if you have any ideas and some things that you were thinking of doing in your larger community, go out and do them. Like sometimes there's water cleansing operations going on down when people live on the coastal areas where they can go and help. And there's when birds get covered in tar, isn't there? And the tar's in the water, on the water edges. There's also litter picking in towns. So on a planetary cleansing, this is always going on. You may want to go to a particular place if you're already very awake and used to doing energy cleansing, and actually sit peacefully in that area and send out cleansing energies all around you for in a large field of energy, so that it reaches out maybe miles out from you. So all about cleansing on every solitary level, but start with your own space, not only with your own physical body, more particularly now, but more particularly with the space that you sit at, that you work in, that you cook in, all of it. Make sure it's extra clear, because extra clear on cleansing means that you're protected. You cannot be protected when you have a mucky energy field and a mucky energy in your house. That's when you're in, oh God, and we just had sounded like a huge metal object fell down outside. It's just a confirmation from the universe that this is so important, because protection comes when you're clear. You don't even have to do anything. If you have a very refined energy field, if you go onto my channel, you will find the 7 golden breaths of heaven, which you can do by just simply breathing these gold energies around you 7 times. Have a look at that, because it's very particularly for this last earth sign, which I still can't remember what it is. Somebody put it in the comments, but we have all those readings there. And it's very much about the higher levels. Remember that. We are dealing with this golden heart from the Golden Futures card. There is nothing more important than how we walk forward in the highest way now in order to build this new world. Thank you for allowing me into your sacred space today. And if you enjoyed the level of this reading and how I do this, then please give us a like on the channel, because it really does help it come up on the feed and get seen by more people. Thank you very much. Bye for now.